Hello, this is Running Robert, and today we are playing Quest for Glory 4. I know a couple weeks ago I played King's Quest 4 or King's Quest 6, and now we are going to Quest for Glory. Great series, 5 games, 3 of them good, 2 of them okay. So we're going to go ahead and get started in this. We're going to go ahead and create our character, and we are just going to make a warrior to make it easy in life. So we're going to go ahead, and that's an easy name, because, yeah, give myself a little magic, and let's get started.
You awaken from nightmares of flying and falling. You find yourself in this strange place, the only illumination, an eerie green glow. You've lost your weapons and the contents of your backpack somewhere during the journey. All you have are the clothes and armor on your back. This leaves you with 4 burning questions. Where are you? How did you get here? Who brought you here? And how in blazes can you get out of here? No, make that 5 burning questions. What city did your luggage end up in this time?
The answer to that question is probably Atlanta, unfortunately. So, like I said, this is Quest for Glory 4. This is a lot different to start than the rest of the games. The series is available on Steam. Link will be in the description below. I could have picked one of the earlier games to play. 1 is definitely a really great game. It just comes in the EGA version, which it's very hard to type, or I have pretty much lost the ability in my old age to spell anything correctly anymore. And the second one is good, and I was really debating doing that because the first and the fourth probably are the best 2 of the series. Number 2 is good, but extremely difficult. Number 5 is okay. Number 3 just kind of got forgotten a little bit. Still good. Every one of them is good, but of course 1 and 4 is the best. So where we find our hero today is here.
You are in a large cave, dimly lit by glowing lichen on the walls. Strange, irregular outcroppings of stone grow from the ground, looking like the skeleton of some enormous beast. Here and there, petrified human bodies seem to grow half in, half out of the floor and walls.
So one of the best things about this game in general is just the narration and the voice acting of it in general. So considering it's a very old game, that they were able to do that so well is just incredible.
The desiccated corpse is half buried in the rock of the cave floor.
Go ahead and give him a look.
You search the desiccated body. The only still usable item is a dagger which you pick up. However, lying around the bones are some coins. 5 golden coins. Each have a crown stamped onto them. And 13 small copper coins, each stamped 1 kopeck.
Okay, let's go look at the kind of other skeletons over here.
A brief search reveals a piece of hard gray rock which you take, and some coins. 3 crowns and 13 kopecks.
Okay, let's see what we have going on over here.
This is some kind of altar to the Dark One. The top is covered with sand. Torch holders flank the altar to provide light for nameless rites and unspeakable rituals.
Like I said, the narration is incredible here.
It looks like a torch, but there doesn't appear to be any pitch or other flammable material on it.
If we can grab that torch.
You take the torch.
Okay. So like I said before, there are 4 games, and we're going to actually make a little light. And we now can actually see. So there are 5 games, and you can actually start at the first one with your character, and he can pretty much be imported to each game as you go through. So you can actually craft your own character, own skills, and kind of go through every game that you want. As you get further in, those created characters actually have more ability than just the created ones. So even though all 5 stories you could play separately, it's pretty basic. You are a hero. You're in a land that needs to be saved. And yes, so let's go ahead and see how we get out of here.
It seems to be a kind of stone valve, acting as a door to the passageway beyond.
Let's go ahead and let's see if we can get this open.
You force the sphincter open with your dagger and pass through. You've made it into a large chamber. Stone valves, like the one you just passed through, apparently block 3 other passageways. There is a huge stone altar in the center of the room, and an exit to the south.
Okay. Oh, I see the first thing that we need up here.
You gratefully retrieve the shield and battered sword from the dead warrior. You hope that they will serve you better than they did their last owner.
Let's look around for a second.
A stone valve blocks this passageway.
Let's see if we can open one of these other guys at the moment.
Try as you might, the stone valve will not open.
Okay, it's not going to be the right time for any of them. Just so you know, we're going to kind of move on a little bit.
The rough stone altar is covered with dark stains as of blood long since dried to powder. You feel a creepy, uneasy sensation whenever you pass near it.
I see this game a little dark. So let's head to the south. Let's see what we got going on. Oh boy.
As you approach the exit, you are confronted by 2 flying creatures. They have bat wings and spider-like bodies.
That is an absolutely terrifying creature. Okay, so let's kind of move up against him. So the one thing I don't like about this game is the combat is terrible. There we go. We're gonna get this baddie this time. There we go.
In a bitter battle, you are better than the badders.
Yeah, the combat
Kick some butt, too.
1, 2, and 3 was just so much better. 5, the combat got worse. But 1, 2, and 3, I definitely liked it. This one, it's okay. I prefer the other ones. But let's continue to move on out of this area.
You can see the entrance to a large cave at the bottom of the pit. You catch an occasional glimpse of a horrid, multi-tentacled monster just inside the cave.
Oh, that's nice. Well, we got some rope here. Let's see if we can get out of here.
A rope might be useful, but it's firmly attached on both ends. You think about cutting it loose, but then decide that you may have to come back this way again.
Okay. Well, let's test it.
You cautiously test the rope before crossing. It feels as though it's firmly anchored on both ends of the chasm.
Okay, well, let's get across there.
You just barely made it across the pit.
That was, yeah. I think I'm done here. I think we're good. Multi-tentacle monsters, not quite my thing. Let us head to this way.
You slip through the mouth of the cave, just in time to avoid being crushed by its closing jaws.
And it looks like we are going to meet our first character in this game.
You are alive! Only one person has ever walked away from there before. Who are you? How did you get here? Oh, there are so many questions I want to ask you. But I have to get home quickly. It is so dangerous out at night in Mordavia. The town is due north of here. Be careful. There are many bad things wandering around. Good luck. Oh, by the way, my name is Katrina. I hope we meet again sometime. Farewell.
Okay, yeah, let's go with Pretty Girl is sitting in front of a cave mouth that almost ate me that probably is fairly evil. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say maybe I can't trust her yet, but we'll see. We'll see. So let's look around this area for a little bit.
The cave mouth looks like the jaws of some horrid creature, waiting to chew up and swallow anyone who should be so foolish as to try to enter the cave.
Okay, let's look what we have going on in this thing here.
This symbol looks like a six-armed starfish, or perhaps like the tentacles of an octopus. You sense a feeling of strange, chaotic power from it.
Okay. Let's look at the rest of this stuff.
This symbol looks like a mouth with pursed lips.
Okay.
This symbol is a stylized representation of a crossed pair of bones. This is the symbol of blood in the form of a huge carved droplet. The cloud symbol is a traditional representation of breath. And of course, the dark cloud symbol is a representation of bad breath.
So, one of the best things about having the narration on is it does not follow the script exactly, so you get a lot of those little funny moments in it. So it's kind of good to just make sure you go through everything, because you'll see a lot of extra stuff that gets put in there. And I'll show you the best case of that towards the end of the video.
The archway above the path is inscribed with 8 arcane symbols. You recognize 7 of them, from Arcania 101 no doubt, as the symbols of blood, bone, breath, essence, heart, the mouth, and the senses. The 8th is new to you. It looks a bit like a 6-tentacled starfish, or perhaps more like a squished squid. Something about the symbol fascinates and scares you at the same time.
Okay, so let's see if we can do anything with... when I
The
can grab this.
6-pointed symbol seems to pulse with energy and comes loose in your hand when you touch it. You have the feeling that you may need this sign, so you carefully store it in your pack.
Okay, let's continue to move on. See what we got going on here.
A pool of sticky, greasy-looking slime dominates this area below the cave. A stream of slimy goo oozes down the right side, and goo dripping on the path makes it slimy and treacherous as well. It doesn't bud. It doesn't.
Nope, can't do anything there. Can't take the
This
slime.
tall standing stone has been carved so that the top looks like a squid is perched upon it. It doesn't look particularly stable. Twisted, sick-looking tree holds tenuously to the central island. Twisted,
Oh.
a pool of...
It's all the same, so I guess we're gonna walk down. I think we got what we need from there.
The path is dripping with slimy goo. You're having a hard time maintaining your footing on it.
I'm just kind of taking a little bit of a walk. Little walk, and there I'm down. Fun. Okay. We are in good shape, and we are in a swamp.
The heavy odor of decay overwhelms your senses and makes you feel slightly nauseated as you survey this gloomy swamp. You see a floating, coruscating ball of light.
And that's a
The
hand.
decayed remains of a human arm claw at you as if to drag you down to share its doom.
That's terrifying. So I think I'm good here. I think so. So let's said due north from where I was. So I guess I just need to keep going up. So I guess this is the original open world concept. The old Sierra games where you pretty much had a world for you and you just had to explore in that area. Now looking back at it, it is so much smaller than places like Follow and stuff like that, but just the amount of detail they put into it for what they had is just really awesome. We're just gonna keep making our way north. Oh, there's a hawk or falcon. I'm not sure. Okay, so let's continue to make our way around. So I hope you guys have been drawing a map, because I'm already lost from where the cave was. I remember having those little maps way back in the day, being like, wait, where am I going? Oh, what the? That is a terrifying rabbit. All right, let's see if I can. I think I should be able to take him down. There we go. I can take down a rabbit. And the flex. And the flex. I like it.
There is absolutely nothing in the little rabbit's fanny pack. Well, maybe a pocket watch, but you don't need one of those.
There you go. Okay, so
You are near the northwestern corner of the forest. An overgrown road once ran east and west through this area. You can see part of the town wall to the northeast and an ominous castle far to the north.
okay. So the town is this way. I'm assuming this east, this west, north, and south. Let's see what we can see. And yes, we have a town. Looks nice. Let's go ahead and we can go do a little investigation of it. Most likely will be my home base for the time being. Okay. Oh. And normally if there's music playing in the background for a spot, there's something with that spot. So let's see what we have going on here.
The curved staff has a very organic look to it. Its curves seem somehow feminine. You can feel a sense of magical power radiating all around it. Beautiful, out-of-season flowers grow all around the stone monument. Green grass surrounds the monument, heedless of the many feet which trample it daily.
Can I see?
The staff feels warm and almost alive in your hand. You hear an eerie voice in your head.
This I must first do. The sacrifice of life for one of love.
You find yourself letting go of the staff very quickly.
I don't like talking staffs. Let's see. Oh, we can get.
You pick some flowers and put.
Oh, okay. Have some flowers in there, so let's head towards the town itself. I think it's to the right and to the left.
You! How did you get here? Why are you here? Few strangers come to Mordavia. I am the Burgermeister. It is my job to know everyone and everything that goes on here.
Okay, so we can actually greet him. If we hit ourselves, we can actually greet.
The
The Burgermeister.
Burgermeister stares at you suspiciously.
Okay.
You tell the Burgermeister about how you came here.
Do you expect me to believe such a story? That you could walk out of that cave alive? That the cave would be open? Tell me no more lies.
That didn't go over well. Okay, so let's ask him about what we have. What's going on here?
My name is Dmitri Ivanov. I am the Burgermeister of this town.
Okay, well, what is this?
Mordavia is a valley surrounded by mountains. There used to be a road which led from here, but heavy rains have created a swamp at the base of the mountain south of here. No wagons can get you in or out, nor can any person, except perhaps you.
Uh-huh.
This is the town of Mordavia. There is an inn and a shop down the street where you can spend the night or get some supplies and be on your way. The sooner you leave, the better for all. There are many dangers in Mordavia, and we certainly do not need a stranger to stir up new troubles.
No, let's ask.
The Hotel Mordavia has rooms and food. It is a safe place to spend the night.
Hotel Mordavia.
The shop does not carry much. We have been cut off from supplies for a while now. Still, you may at least restock your food rations before you continue with your travels.
He really wants to get me out of here.
There are many strange and dangerous creatures that live in Mordavia. Trust nothing. The gates of this town are closed at sunset. Do not let yourself get caught outside after dark, for few can survive a Mordavian night or remain sane enough to speak of it. Just leave Mordavia quickly. No good comes from outsiders, and we do not want you here.
Okay, I think that's what we got. So let's see, we have the shop. I believe it's this next one. That's a lot of cats.
This general store is cheery and well lit, thanks to the warm hearth. The first things that you notice are the cats. They seem to be everywhere. Then you see the shopkeeper, sitting on her rocking chair as she knits. She's a very, sturdy-looking woman.
So, you're the stranger in town. I've heard all about you already.
Okay. Well, it's greet.
Yeah, polite, aren't you? And manners are as manners do, as my husband used to say. We'll see.
Okay.
You can call me Olga. Mrs. Stovich is too formal after all. We don't welcome strangers here. They bring nothing but trouble. All the same, it's good to see a new face again.
Okay. Well, I can buy equipment. I have no idea how much money I have. I think I have a gold and some stuff, but we're gonna exit for the moment. Let's see. Let's actually talk to her.
Let me see. What could you use? Well, besides my regular items like brooms and pens, I really don't have anything else for adventurers like yourself. Now, I do have some lovely sandwiches you can use for rations. And garlic. Of course you'll need garlic. I've also got some oil you can use to keep the weapons and armor from rusting. And if you like sweets, I've got some yummy homemade candy. Although the garlic-flavored ones have all been purchased by now. I'll have to make some more. Oh, and a shopping bag to carry things in. I have a couple of those left.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. We have a lot of options here. We're gonna dispel with asking her about everything. Let's just go ahead and ask for the rumors.
What would you like to know about?
We've not gotten this far in any of this story.
That is a bad place, and you'd better have nothing to do with it. It is dangerous.
Okay, so
Many a stranger never.
we're gonna go enough already. We need to probably explore a little bit more before we kind of get into it. We do have, we do probably need some little equipment. Let's go ahead and we can get a sandwich. And I still have that oil. It's we can always buy some candy, some garlic. I really don't think I need that. We're gonna buy a shopping bag and one more trail rations, and we're still good. Okay, excellent. Let's kind of head on out from there.
Goodbye. Or, as my dear departed Boris used to say, may the winds blow fair at your back.
Okay. So a lot of stuff that we haven't quite gotten into yet. So we're just going to do a little walkthrough, and then we're going to end at the end, and you'll see why kind of at the end.
As you enter the northern part of the town, you hear the sound of a chisel chipping away at a stone block. A man is carving gravestones at one end of the street. Your attention quickly moves from the stone carver to the ominous Gothic building in the center of the street. There is definitely something not right about this structure.
Now, I can actually, on this again, that. Ooh.
Bad place. Very bad place. Go away. You'll be very sorry.
Okay, let's talk to this guy. I guess he is the gravekeeper.
Igor. Just Igor.
Okay.
Building was Adventurers Guild. No adventurers, no guild.
Oh, must be the one behind it.
Town Mordavia. This north part of town. Oh, this day job. Also work graveyard shift. Little graveyard humor there. Igor dig graves in cemetery. Igor put dead person in grave. Igor cover dead
Okay.
people. Oh, plenty job security around here. Business is piling up. Little graveyard humor there. Again.
What? Okay.
Bad building. No, go there. Bad, bad, bad.
Okay, well, I definitely will not go there.
Oh, Igor not hear rumors. Igor not no stranger in town. Igor not no doctor make strange things in lab. Igor not no funny man in not funny. Igor not know many things. Igor not hear many things.
Okay. So, I guess this is the Adventurers Guild?
The door is locked.
No, I guess not.
It's complete.
And we're not going to break into it yet. Oh, actually,
This weather-beaten boarded-up door once sported a painted sign. There is a small...
okay, so that may be the Adventurers Guild. We might have to get in there at some point. We're not going to, might not worry about it at the moment if it's locked. Okay.
The old man walks with a slumped back and a sad, dejected look in his eyes. He seems to be searching for something that he hasn't been able to find.
Well, let's see what he has to say.
I am Nikolai. Have you seen my Anna? Anna, have you seen my Anna? I am
Okay, I think... Unfortunately,
The
that's all we're
sign
getting.
reads, Dr. Cranium. You wonder what sort of medicine he practices.
Okay. Is there anything in this?
This doorway leads...
Okay, it's private. Oh, okay. We got a little bit of the town explored already. Like I said, this is the beginning of the game, and you know, you can go to each one of these and try to figure it out.
So, you are still around, are you? When are you leaving Mordavia?
Never. Okay, let's see if we can actually...
What are you looking for this time?
Can I see anything else? Nope. Let's see if you can see anything else. Oh, the Adventurers Guild. Let's ask about the Adventurers Guild.
The old Adventurers Guild is at the north end of town. It has been abandoned for many years, since we have not had many adventurers who could cross the swamp. Seeing as you are supposed to be an adventurer, here, have a key to the guild door. Perhaps you can find something of use there.
Nice.
Why are you always so curious about things? Don't you understand? Most things are none of your business. Never have I met someone who asks as many questions as you do. More sightseeing? Well, there was a lovely lake to the southwest of town that used to be very popular among young people, but I do not know what it's like now. To the east is the town cemetery. It is a morbid thing to visit, but tourists always wanted to see it when tourists were able to come here. To the southeast is Irana's garden. It is an enchanted meadow well worth visiting. However, Mordavia has become a very dangerous place since the swamps were formed. Do not ever travel at night. If you are far from town when it gets dark, try to make it to Irana's garden. It's the only place where you will be safe. I do not really want anything to happen to you. Be careful.
Okay, Arana, if you know from the previous game, you will know about her, but we'll go ahead and we'll give her a click.
Irana was a powerful magic user who was rumored to have come from somewhere near Mordavia. Her garden is supposed to be magical and keep anyone who stays there safe from harm. Irana died here many years ago. Her staff in the center of town stands as her memorial. It is supposed to protect the town from evil and to have other magic besides.
Yep.
It is bad luck to speak of her death. If you must know, she died in that cave you say you came from. I am not a superstitious man, but I will not talk more about the subject.
Okay. And I think we're good. We got the key, so we don't have to break into that building as an honorable character.
Try to avoid getting into trouble. I would not like to have you in my jail, after all.
Okay. I think the last thing is the inn, and this is the last building we can go into, but this is probably one of the best characters in the game are in here.
You've entered a small but nicely furnished country inn. Stairs lead up to the guest bedrooms. The floor is covered with sawdust and peanut shells. The barrel contains the few shells that manage to land in it. The innkeeper stares at you with an expression of fear and astonishment. It is several seconds before he speaks.
This is the Hotel Mordavia. Rooms here are 15 kopecks for room and board. Pay for 1 week in advance. Your room will be the first room at the top of the stairs. When you want food in the morning or evening, just sit down over there by the door.
Pay the innkeeper for your room and board.
Okay.
Thank you for your payment.
Let's see about these three fine fellows over here.
I am Hans. Pleasure's all yours. I'm a farmer of pumpkins and corn and a person of great importance here in lovely Mordavia.
Listen, I'm telling you, Igor's death must be avenged. Pleased to meet you. I'm Ivan,
Don't know
an
about that.
elephant herder. Unfortunately, there are no more elephants in Mordavia, so business has kind of fallen off a tad.
Guys, is it just me or is Mordavia a wonderful place?
Oh, are you kidding? It's the greatest. There's many places to go, things to see. Are you kidding?
Right. Let's not forget that scenic cemetery to the east of town.
Everyone here's nothing but grins. Real friendly.
Yeah, except when we don't know you. We don't like strangers.
Or anyone else that's weird and doesn't belong.
Rumors. You talking to me? What rumors?
Oh, there are no rumors here.
Unless you count the rumor that the castle is owned by...
Horse patootie. There are no rumors in Mordavia to speak of.
Let's see about the town.
The town of Mordavia is a quiet place.
Filled with friendly, joyful, stinky people.
Well, I'm not so sure about the friendly part. We tend to be very suspicious of strangers like you.
Yeah, well, anyway, the town is filled with joyful and stinky people.
Yeah, happy, joyful, and stinky people.
Well, I wouldn't call us particularly joyful. As a matter of fact, most of us are pretty glum.
Oh, very well, all right, then Mordavia is filled with people, you know, stinky ones.
Yeah, many stinky people.
Well, I wouldn't exactly call it many. There actually aren't very many of us around here.
Oh, forget it. Well, at least he stinks.
Those are your guys that like the thing. Let's see, you can...
They stare at you.
You say you are a hero. Well, we will judge you here by your actions rather than your words.
Okay.
Magic is a very dangerous thing. We do not trust those who use or are used by magic. Make certain you do not give us any more cause for alarm. The first door...
Okay, and then, like I said, first door to the right is your room. As we kind of look at everything else up here, we have... So obviously, walk, look, touch, speak, actions of running, sneaking, sleeping, how you're doing. Here's how I'm doing.
That.
Time of day, so it's day one, about morning.
It's too dangerous to use magic.
Magic is there. and then of course inventory. So actually we can use that. Okay, so the equipment's in good shape. If I want food, I can just kind of sit over there.
It's a typical country breakfast. Fried beets and sausage with garlic for a garnish. That did...
Oh.
That... You pick...
Oh.
You pick at your plate in search of any leftover garlic.
Okay. And like I said, upstairs is the room. But this is pretty much where you can... I'm not going to go up there. Stop. I don't want to get there.
You unlock the door to your room.
And then your room for the day if you need it, or for the night, depending on if you go in here. So I think this is a pretty good spot to call it a little bit thing. You've gotten the basic part of the town. Like I said, from here, you just continue to explore the town, look around, play the game. Like I said, I would suggest, going through all the series if you like. I can probably do another one on Quest for Glory 1 after I learn how to type for the older version, or using just the same kind of like buttons that we have up here for the newer ones. So we're gonna go ahead and get this game saved for the day in case I need to ever come back to it, in case you guys are very interested in it. So with that being said, thank you very much for joining me for this little beginning walkthrough, and I hope you have a wonderful day.